Hola amigos investors, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan Estrella and I'm going to talk about a Halliburton CO. So let's get started. Okay, so we have a Halliburton CO. So it's one of the world's largest oil field services companies. It gets its revenue from many products and services to upstream oil and gas customers worldwide through different service lines. The main competitors we have Devon Energy, Schlumberger, ConocoPhillips, National Oil Well Barco, and also the GE Oil and Gas. Okay, guys, so let's jump into the numbers. Currently, we have basically we don't have a PE ratio, but the forward PE ratio that we have is 15.19. The price to book we have a 3.26. So yeah, this is still a little bit higher. I was expecting something like 1 or less. If now we can just jump into the price to sales, basically it was an average between the 1.37 and the average of 1. So as you see, basically this is a barrier that we would just want to expect to get in order that we can just jump into the into this stock. Currently, by the time I'm just closing this video, it's in 1.17. Now if we just can check the basically the reports for the total equity, we have a $4.98 billion, so that's pretty fair. But as we just compare every report, basically we are getting less and less, so this is also to just keep in mind. However, the good news is that basically we have a current ratio of 2.14. That is this is a pretty good ratio that I always expect just to have a 2 or more, that in case that they may have an emergency, this number that means that they will be able to just pay all their debts. Now I just want to let you know that basically this stock has offers a dividend yield, and currently we have 18 cents, or means of the 0.93% year for dividend yield. Now, if we can just compare the valuation for this specific stock, currently we have for this year is an average of the 24.69. The 2020 was 35.71, 2019 it was 17.30, 2018 it was 14.68, 2017 it was 22.68, 2016 it was 58.14, and finally the 2015 it was 34.25. Basically, the highest PE ratio, forward PE ratio that we have, it was in 2016, and the lowest it was in 2018 with 14.68. Okay, so this is something that also you can just keep in mind for your future valuations. Now, if we can just check the two different indicators that we have for the Bollinger Indicator. Basically, by the time I was just recording this video, the price was in 19.24. So yeah, basically it's lower than the average on the Bollinger Indicator. So this is something that is good news. Just to keep in mind, if you want to just buy it right away, that's in this specific moment, that would be great. But we can just check another data if we can just conclude that this is a very good stock to buy. Now, if we just jumped into the relative strength indicator, basically that means that actually it's not overselling. Basically it's fair, like they are selling more than buying for business investors. Currently we have a 46.10, but as I mentioned, I always want to expect something like 30, just to keep in mind if I just want to buy more stocks. Okay, so now we can just compare how was the sector median against the same stock. So basically we have a PE gap forward ratio. The average is basically the 12.58. And against this same stock, we have currently as 21.89. So this is something that I'm a little bit concerned, as it's basically higher than the sector median. Now we can just jump into the reports. Basically, the investors, they were expecting at least in January in January 19, 2021, basically they estimate that they will earn like 15 cents per share. However, actually they had a loss of 20 cents per share. So basically that means that it was a minus 279.92% of lower than the investor expected. Now, if we can just jump into the comparison for the last year, so basically the same quarter of the 2020, it was a loss of 26 cents. However, in 2019, it was a loss of basically minus 1.88 cents. $1.88. So basically that means in comparison with the last year, they basically lost less than expected. But as you see, basically these numbers are basically in red, and basically they were just losing money year after year. Okay guys, so now let's jump into the graphs, technical graph. This is something that I really enjoyed, but yeah, we will just check. So basically right now I just want to show you that I just get a different resistance. This one, it was in comparison. If we just jumped into the July 2019, basically the first resistance that we have, it was an average of the 24.11. Now the second one, before the runner situation in February 2020, it was an average of the $22.15. But now if we can just check currently what it was the next resistance, now we have another different resistance of the 20.40. The next resistance is the 18.36. Now after that we have a 16.89. The next one is the 14.90, and finally with the green area that for the people who wants to just go to the long term, yeah, the best case scenario for this stock is just to expect $10 with 94 cents. It doesn't mean that it will go to this specific price. We never know, but yeah, we never know. And also, for example, I just want to show you that there is a pending in this area that I just make. So basically, for example, the best case scenario in the future, it will be between $13.84 and $14.73 if we can just expect a couple months more. Currently, as a kind reminder, by the time I was just recording this video, the price was of $19.24 per share. So yeah, this is something that you can just keep in mind. What is the best case scenario for you just to entry? If you are a swing trader, yeah, that would be great. If we can just expect at least a price at least 16.85 or even less, that would be great just to start a very good entry. Perfect. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video, and see you on the next one. Bye.